Yorkshire Childhood, Chapter 66, Bumping Cars. Josh agreed. His feet were burning with the heat and he let them cool down. Eventually, Tom finished his pint. Anyone fancy the Dodgems? He said, banging his glass on the table. Great, said Josh, and before they knew it, they were banging and crashing into each other to their heart's content. Unfortunately, Pat watched from the sidelines as they sent sparks and shrieks into the air. It was great fun, but Josh found some of the collisions a bit worrying. Tom was loving it. He seemed like he'd found his true vacation. It was like being in an accident, thought Josh, as each car veered towards them menacingly. It was definitely a strange way to have fun. When it was over, he climbed out gratefully. Tom looked disappointed, but Josh wasn't. That was great, said Tom, and Josh smiled. He didn't want to spoil things. Patch bounded towards him, and his mood improved instantly. Suddenly, Patch seemed mesmerized by the candy floss which people were eating as they passed by, twirling it in front of them like a tease. I know what's next on the agenda, said Tom. He watched Patch's envious eyes and they strolled through the streets, with Josh tearing off a piece of pink candy floss and passing it to them, who ate it with a puzzled look on his face. He didn't know what to make of it, but it didn't put him off. Next up was the Hall of Mirrors. It was hilarious seeing Tom transformed from a tall man to looking like the Michelin Man. Josh laughed as he shrunk to the size of a dwarf, and when they came out, he was to be his usual self. The evening was drawing in. No one was in a rush to go home as they were having such a great time. The people on the beach were thinning out, and a few empty deck chairs were scattered about. See that, said Tom. It must be a mirage. I've never seen so many empty deck chairs, he exclaimed with a chuckle. Tom's legs were so tired with all of the walking that they seemed like the most comfortable chairs in the world. They sat in silence and watched the sea rolling in. It was so calm and peaceful that Josh had trouble staying awake. Occasionally the cry of a seagull pierced the blue sky and woke Patch, who had been dozing in the hot sand, and Tom was applying sun cream an hour too late.